Staffing at the Minneapolis Police Department in the spotlight tonight, just hours after Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey renominated Chief Brian O'Hara to lead the department.
Our Raya Katene is live in Minneapolis, where the department is celebrating its newest members. Raya?
Yeah, Julie, much of the conversation tonight focused on the future of the department, but despite his nomination by the mayor today, it's uncertain at the moment still if Chief Brian O'Hara will be the one leading MPD over the next 4 years. Since stepping into his role as chief 4 years ago, Brian O'Hara has said he's here to rebuild the Minneapolis Police Department.
Our staffing had fallen to the lowest level in decades.
On Thursday, MPD welcomed 29 new members. On their way to becoming sworn officers,
I seen the change that started. I wanted to be a part of it.
As the department is still nearly 100 officers short of the 731 it's legally required to employ.
The end of 22, 23, 24, the department just kept getting smaller. It's really only last year that we started to really boost up the numbers of people in the pipeline.
O'Hara acknowledges the growth has been gradual.
Because the process is so long in Minnesota to become an officer, depending on how much college education that you have, we've got a lot of people in the pipeline, but it's a process before they're actually able to hit the street.
Thursday's ceremony falls on the same day Mayor Jacob Frey nominated O'Hara to serve another 4 years as chief.
What you are looking at is the future of the Minneapolis Police Department.
O'Hara's nomination was announced as MPD's spending is under scrutiny. The department recorded more than $10 million in overtime and standby pay during Operation Metro Surge. Last year, MPD went roughly $20 million over budget, with much of that spent on overtime.
The city needs to right-size the budget.
O'Hara says historically the city relied on vacancy savings or money left from unfilled positions to cover overtime. But as that amount has decreased, he says there must be a plan to account for new officers coming on. As the department's newest members get welcomed in,
chose MPD to serve and provide safety to the community I grew up in.
The ones leading them say these are the people who will pave the way for rebuilding. And as for O'Hara's nomination, he still has to answer some questions from the Minneapolis City Council in the coming weeks. And we know there are some members there who've expressed some opposition to his leadership. So it's certainly something that we will have to be watching in the coming days and weeks here, Kevin.
Well, stay tuned. Raya, thank you.